Do you ever feel like your habits are taking over your life? Does it feel like you're caught in a loop, constantly chasing after quick hits of happiness? It's a common feeling, this sense of being overwhelmed by habits. You're not the only one feeling this way. Every day we're engaged in a constant chase for gratification. Whether it's scrolling through social media, savoring a sweet treat, or scoring a fantastic deal while shopping, it's all about that rush of pleasure, that feeling of reward. But what if I told you that all these habits are linked to a single system within your brain? Yes, you heard it right. Your brain has a reward system, a mechanism that triggers a chemical called dopamine. This little molecule, dopamine, is what makes you feel good when you engage in activities you enjoy. But sometimes this system can lead to overdependence on certain stimuli, making you feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill of habit and reward. What if there's a way to reset and gain control over these habits? Enter the concept of dopamine detox. Dopamine detox, a term coined by Dr. Cameron Seppa, is essentially about abstaining from activities that produce dopamine in order to decrease reward sensitivity. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter in our brain, plays a pivotal role in how we perceive pleasure and reward. Think of it as the brain's personal cheerleader, encouraging us to do things that make us feel good. From savoring a slice of chocolate cake to binge-watching our favorite show, dopamine is the driving force behind these feel-good moments. However, in our modern world, this system of reward and pleasure can become overstimulated. Activities like scrolling through social media, indulging in sugary treats, or going on shopping sprees can flood our brains with dopamine. Over time, this can lead to us becoming less sensitive to the dopamine rush, meaning we need more and more stimulation to feel the same level of pleasure. This is where the concept of a dopamine detox comes into play. The dopamine detox is all about taking a step back from these dopamine-spiking activities. It encourages us to replace the instant gratification of a like on social media or the rush of a shopping spree with less impulsive habits. The goal is to reset our brain's reward system, allowing us to appreciate the smaller, less immediate pleasures in life. It's important to note, however, that this doesn't mean we're actually detoxing from dopamine itself. After all, dopamine plays a crucial role in many of our brain's functions, and completely eliminating it would be neither possible nor advisable. Rather, the term dopamine detox is more about redefining our relationship with the things that give us pleasure. However, the term dopamine detox is a bit of a misnomer, as it oversimplifies the brain's functioning. You see, a true detox from dopamine isn't possible, as it's a vital neurotransmitter involved in many of our brain's functions. Now let's delve a bit deeper into why this is the case. Dopamine is a crucial cog in the machinery of our brain, playing a key role in how we experience pleasure and reward. It's involved in everything from our ability to concentrate to our motivation levels and even our motor control. So when we talk about a dopamine detox, it's important to understand that completely flushing out dopamine from our system isn't a realistic goal, nor would it be a healthy one. The term dopamine detox can be misleading. It suggests that we can and should purge this neurotransmitter from our bodies. In reality, what people often refer to as a dopamine detox is actually a process of abstaining from activities that cause a surge in dopamine release. Activities like scrolling through social media, consuming sugar, or engaging in shopping sprees. But here's the thing, the benefits often attributed to a dopamine detox, such as increased focus and mental clarity, are anecdotal and not directly related to detoxing from dopamine. These perceived benefits might actually stem from the simple act of removing potential distractions and time-consuming habits from one's daily routine. So, when someone says they're feeling more focused after a dopamine detox, it might be less about the dopamine and more about the newfound space in their day. Without the constant barrage of notifications, sugary treats, and impulse buys, they're likely finding more time to concentrate on tasks, engage in mindful practices, and simply think. Now, this isn't to say that the practice of abstaining from potentially addictive activities is without merit. On the contrary, it can be a valuable exercise in self-control and can lead to healthier habits. However, it's crucial to remember that this isn't a detox in the traditional sense of the word. So while the concept of a dopamine detox might not be scientifically accurate, the practice of refraining from potentially addictive activities can still have benefits. And that's the science behind dopamine detox. Other practices, such as meditation, may be more effective in achieving mindfulness and control over impulsive habits. Now let's turn our attention to some alternatives that can help manage addictive behaviors and improve mental clarity. One of these is meditation, a practice that's been championed for centuries for its ability to bring tranquility and clarity of mind. It's not only about sitting in silence, but also about becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions and learning to control them rather than letting them control you. Another effective practice is cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, which is a type of psychotherapy that helps you understand the relationship between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. In other words, it equips you with the tools to challenge and change unhelpful patterns that can lead to addictive behaviors. Yet, another strategy is engaging in physical activity. Regular exercise, whether it's a brisk walk in the park or a rigorous gym session, can help reduce cravings and decrease desire for addictive substances or behaviors. It's not just about the physical benefits. Exercise can also improve mood and provide a healthy distraction from cravings. And let's not forget about the importance of a balanced diet. Eating nutritious food can boost your mood, energy levels, and overall well-being, which in turn can make it easier to resist addictive behaviors. But it's essential to remember that overcoming addiction isn't a journey you have to embark on alone. There are numerous resources and organizations available to provide support, such as local support groups, online forums, and professional therapists. These resources can provide guidance, encouragement, and a sense of community, which can be invaluable in the recovery process. In addition, if you're struggling with severe addiction, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists, counselors, and doctors are trained to help you understand your addiction, provide strategies to cope, and guide you towards a healthier lifestyle. Remember, it's not about cutting out dopamine, but about taking control of your habits and making healthier choices. Let's do a quick recap of what we've learned today. We started by understanding the feeling of being overwhelmed by our habits, and how the concept of a dopamine detox has been proposed as a solution. We delved into what dopamine detox is, a process of abstaining from activities that produce dopamine with the aim to decrease reward sensitivity. We then explored the science behind it, acknowledging that while the term dopamine detox is catchy, it's scientifically incorrect and oversimplifies our brain's functioning. A true detox from dopamine? Not possible. However, the idea of refraining from potentially addictive activities does have anecdotal benefits like increased focus and mental clarity. And finally, we discussed alternatives to this detox concept. Practices like meditation can be more effective in achieving mindfulness and reducing dependency on certain stimuli. And let's not forget, if you're struggling with addiction, there's no shame in seeking help. Many organizations are out there, ready to provide the support you need. In the end, it's all about balance and making choices that contribute to your overall well-being. Remember, your brain is your buddy, not your enemy.